The trade war between the United States and China has escalated dramatically. Recent moves by both sides have heightened tensions, raising concerns about a protracted economic battle. At the heart of this latest escalation lies a group of elements with an unassuming name: rare earth minerals. China's recent decision to halt exports of these critical minerals to the United States has thrown a wrench into the global supply chain. This bold move is a clear response to the Trump administration's decision to impose new tariffs on Chinese goods, including semiconductors. The world watches nervously as these two economic giants lock horns, the outcome uncertain. Disruptions in their trade relationship send shockwaves through global supply chains, affecting businesses and consumers on every continent. The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome of this trade war will have lasting repercussions for the global economic order. The current situation is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. It highlights the importance of international cooperation and the need for rules-based trade. A prolonged trade war between the United States and China benefits no one. China's decision to restrict rare earth exports is a strategic masterstroke. It has exposed a critical vulnerability in the United States economy and defense infrastructure. Rare earth elements are essential components in a wide range of technologies that have become ubiquitous in the 21st century. They are found in everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced military hardware. China has long dominated the global rare earth market, controlling nearly 90% of processing capacity. This dominance stems from a combination of factors, including vast natural reserves, low labor costs, and lax environmental regulations. The United States, on the other hand, has become heavily reliant on China for its supply of rare earths. The closure of United States rare earth mines in the 1990s, driven by environmental concerns and cheaper Chinese competition, has left the country vulnerable. Companies that rely on rare earths are now scrambling to secure alternative sources of supply. The situation highlights the risks of over-reliance on a single supplier, particularly one with which geopolitical tensions are running high. The Trump administration's response to China's rare earth gambit has been a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, the administration recognizes the need to address the country's dependence on Chinese rare earths and secure alternative sources of supply. On the other hand, it is wary of escalating the trade war and further damaging the United States economy. The administration has taken some steps to bolster domestic rare earth production, including invoking the Defense Production Act to fund mining projects and offering tax breaks to companies willing to invest in domestic processing facilities. However, these measures are unlikely to yield significant results in the short term. Building a robust domestic rare earth industry from scratch will take time, investment, and a concerted effort to overcome regulatory and environmental hurdles. In the meantime, the United States is exploring alternative solutions, such as partnering with allied nations to develop new sources of supply and investing in research and development of rare earth alternatives. Recycling existing rare earth materials is also being explored as a way to reduce reliance on virgin materials. The United States is caught between a rock and a hard place. Finding the right balance will require a nuanced approach that combines diplomatic efforts, strategic investments, and a willingness to explore all available options. The impact of the rare earth trade war is already being felt across various industries and financial markets. The tech sector, heavily reliant on rare earths for components in smartphones, computers, and other electronic devices, is particularly vulnerable. Disruptions in the supply of these minerals could lead to production delays, higher prices, and even shortages of certain products. The defense industry is another sector feeling the heat. Rare earths are essential components in a wide range of military hardware, including missiles, radar systems, and aircraft engines. A prolonged shortage could hamper the U.S. military's ability to produce and maintain its advanced weaponry, potentially impacting national security. Financial markets have also reacted nervously to the escalating trade war. The uncertainty surrounding the future of U.S. China trade relations has led to increased volatility in stock markets worldwide. The rare earth trade war is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our globalized world. The current situation underscores the importance of diversifying supply chains, investing in domestic production, and finding innovative solutions to reduce reliance on critical minerals. The U.S. lost its edge in rare earths due to decades of strategic decisions. China's vast deposits and lower costs eroded U.S. competitiveness. By the 1990s, China dominated the market. The U.S. became reliant on Chinese imports. Rising geopolitical tensions now highlight this vulnerability. A strategic approach is needed to secure critical supplies. Faced with this strategic vulnerability, the U.S. is now scrambling to find solutions. Boosting domestic production is a top priority, but rebuilding a dormant industry from scratch is a daunting task. It requires significant investment, a skilled workforce, and a streamlined regulatory environment that balances economic needs with environmental concerns. The U.S. government is offering incentives to companies willing to invest in domestic rare earth mining and processing. Tax breaks, loan guarantees, and expedited permitting processes are all on the table. However, these measures will take time to bear fruit. Building new mines and processing facilities is a complex and time-consuming process, and it will be years before the U.S. can significantly reduce its reliance on Chinese imports. In the meantime, the U.S. is exploring other avenues to secure its rare earth supply. Partnering with allied nations that have significant rare earth reserves, such as Australia and Canada, is one option. These countries offer a politically stable and reliable alternative to China. However, developing these resources and building the necessary infrastructure will require significant investment and close international cooperation. Looking further into the future, some experts believe that asteroid mining could provide a long-term solution to Earth's dwindling rare earth reserves. The ongoing rare earth trade war between the U.S. and China is a wake-up call for the world. It has exposed the vulnerabilities of global supply chains and the risks of over-reliance on a single supplier for critical resources. As we navigate an increasingly complex geopolitical landscape, securing access to these resources is no longer just an economic issue, it's a matter of national security. The U.S. must learn from its past mistakes and adopt a more strategic approach to securing its supply of critical minerals. This requires a multi-pronged strategy that includes boosting domestic production, diversifying supply chains through partnerships with allied nations, investing in research and development of alternative materials, and promoting recycling and resource efficiency. This is not just a challenge for the U.S., but a global issue that requires international cooperation. Countries need to work together to establish transparent and reliable supply chains, promote responsible mining practices, and invest in research and development of alternative technologies that reduce our reliance on rare earth elements. The stakes are high. Our ability to innovate, compete, and defend ourselves in the 21st century depends on securing access to these critical resources. We need to act now to ensure a secure and sustainable future.